Hi, this is David Bassett. Hey, I've been talking the last couple of weeks about BHAGs. So today, what I want to talk about is how you can create your own personal BHAG. Again, if you don't remember, BHAG stands for Big, Hairy, Audacious Goal. Well, let's begin. First and foremost, a big, hairy, audacious goal has to be exactly that. It has to be something that you wouldn't normally expect to do. In fact, something you might consider impossible to do. But yet it's something that's burning inside of you, something that you need, you must do to really live out your purpose and your life's dream. For without that in your life, you're just going through the motions. Let's be honest, a lot of us have just lived our lives going through the motions, surviving, surviving, only surviving, not really living out what we could do. The world is missing really what you're able to accomplish to help all of us. You see, the reality is that you and only you are you. You provide something unique, a unique perspective, a unique talent, a unique vision, a unique dream that you and you alone. If you do not live this out, the rest of us live a life that's less than what it should be, starting first with you. So I want to encourage you and work through this video on how you can create your own BHAG. First and foremost, what you need to do is get a piece of paper and don't spend a lot of time thinking, but write from your heart. Write down a list, a very short list, top 3, maybe 5 things that you would really like to do with your life with no limitations, no lack of resources, no excuses. Simply, what's in your heart? What is it you want to do with your life? Write those down. Now, once you have those written down, narrow it down to the number one thing, the one thing that you desire most of all to do. What is it that if you had no restrictions, if you had nothing stopping you, what would you do? Choose that thing. That's your first step. And make sure it's something big, hairy, audacious. It's a goal that you probably wouldn't really seriously consider. You normally would just kind of blow that off. In fact, just about everybody you mentioned it to would just say, yeah, that sounds great, but it's just not going to happen. Well, this time you're going to make it happen. Second, you've already decided what that BHAG is. Next, you want to detail it out and schedule it out. Write down what it would take for you to accomplish that. What are the resources that you would need? And what would the end result look like? Then you want to write out a schedule of how you would do that. What are your mile markers, so to speak, that the steps to creating and completing that goal? Now, I would want to recommend to you plan your timeline for 1 year. 1 year. Now, you may be thinking of something that may take years and years. It may involve going to school and getting a degree or something like that. That's fine, and I certainly would want to discourage you if that's really the thing that's in your heart to do. But the chances are, whatever it is that's in your heart to do, it's not to do it later. It's to do it now. And so I want to encourage you, find something that you can do within 1 year's time. Now, you might be thinking, "Oh, there's no way I could do it in a year." Why not? Why not? As long as in your mind there are restrictions and there are limitations, then that's what will be true in your life. But if you embrace who you are, the uniqueness of who you are, the uniqueness of the mission that you have for this life, that you and you alone are equipped to do, then nothing can stop you. Well, one thing can stop you, you. Because in deciding what the resources and the timeline can be, what you must not consider is how to be dependent on others to make that happen. Now, don't get me wrong. Probably your dream, your goal, your BHAG is so large that other people will be involved, but don't put it on them to make it happen. You need to be the driving force for your own big, hairy, audacious goal, because only you can see that through. So, again, first you decide what it is. Number two, you create the timeline and identify the resources that you want to do. And number three is do it. Now, part of doing it is to announce it. tell your friends, tell your family, tell the world that this is what you're going to do. This time period, like for me, it's 2017 is my year. I've already had some huge roadblocks thrown in front of me. But you know what? I can't blame other people. I can't count on other people to do this for me. I need to do this. And it begins by determining that I am going to do it. I just need to step forward. You know, the old Chinese proverbs, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step type thing. I don't mean to sound trite or anything, but there's so much truth in that. You will never accomplish a big, hairy, audacious goal without taking the first steps. Now, I will tell you right now, the first steps are doing what I've just told you, because through those you'll be able to decide very clearly, see what the next step is for you. Now realize there's one limitation, and only one limitation. You. You are the only limitation to accomplishing your BHAG. So I challenge you. Go ahead. Do what I've said. I challenge you. Do what I've said. And then I want you to send me a message. You could do it in comments here or send me an email. I'll put my email address here, dbassett@jccronies.com. Tell me, what is the BHAG that you're going to accomplish? And what timeline? How in this next year, what is that one thing that you are determined to do? And I will be there for you. I will be there to support you. I will do whatever it takes. I will pray for you. I will hold you accountable. A lot of times we need somebody to do that for us. That's part of getting it done. But whatever you might need, I'm with you. I've got 10 BHAGs I'm working on right now for this year. Crazy. I ought not to be able to do it. Already this year looks in some ways like a failure, but I really see what I've accomplished, and I'm moving forward, and I'm going to accomplish those 10 things this year, 2017. What are you going to do? Let me know. Don't forget, subscribe to my channel. That way you'll get automatic notifications through YouTube of when my next video should be, which should be in another week. Also, if you'd like, reach out to me, give me your email address, and I can send you notifications when new things come up. Also, visit my blog, davidbassett.blogspot.com, and read there my other additional posts that I'll put on there, and then as well as keep up with the books that I'm writing this year, and I'll be able to reach out to you anytime. I appreciate you taking the time. Again, create your own BHAG and get it done. God bless. Till next time, this is David Bassett.